Hello and welcome to this Hyperion driver-based planning tutorial. In this lesson we will cover how to add a revenue driver using the Hyperion Planning's browser interface. Remember, you can go to the driver-based planning group on the Conduent Yammer site to find the hyperlink to the planning application. You must use Internet Explorer with all pop-up blockers disabled. Other browsers such as Chrome will not work at all with this application. Log in using your WinID and enterprise password. Currently it takes about 25 seconds for the login to resolve. Once you get into the home page, just click on PL Plan, which should be in the upper left corner of your screen. If you don't see this, go to Navigate, then Applications, Planning, and click on PL Plan. On this screen, look for the My Task List section and then select User Process. Click on Run a Forecast. Any future task lists created will be in the same general area and operate in the same fashion. Typically, you would only see User Process, but this training video was made with an administrative ID, so you see additional options. Expand Run a Forecast and look for Create or Modify Revenue Forecast Drivers. Clicking those words launches the online web form to create or modify a revenue driver. You will see the same task list no matter how you access Hyperion Planning, either using the browser like we are showing here or using Excel with the SmartView add-in. Once your web form loads, the first thing you must do is select a planning cost center. An advantage of the browser interface is that you can find a planning cost center quickly by typing in the search box. For example, if we type in child support, the system will display just the planning cost centers that have child support in their description. Once the planning cost center is selected, click on the Go icon, which is the small arrow. The system will retrieve revenue driver information specific to this planning cost center. Once the Child Support Planning Cost Center loads, we see there are a few revenue drivers already defined. To add another driver, take note of the General Ledger revenue accounts and driver numbers already in use on this web form. Then right-click, then click on Add a Row. First, we need to select a specific revenue account. Since we are usually planning external revenue, you can type the word external to quickly jump to the revenue account section of the account tree. From the choices, we select volume non-recurring for this driver, but you could select any of the others depending on the situation. Now that you have your General Ledger revenue account selected, you have to pick a driver ID number. For most cases, you will select from the standard driver list. To find this list, click on the search button, expand all drivers, total individual drivers, total forecast drivers, total standard drivers, and then select an unused driver number. In this case, we use the first driver, driver 001, and click OK. The number you select has no meaning. You can have 10 drivers per revenue account planning cost center combination. That is why we took note of what was already defined on the web form. If this were a special revenue situation, such as cost plus or pass-through, we would be picking a sequential driver from another location of the total drivers tree that has cost plus or pass-through as part of the name. Now click on Launch. Scroll down to find the new row. The orange color indicates that user input is needed. You need to select a driver type first. Hit the down arrow and pick a driver type. For this example, we will use payments. We are adding a comment, "This is a test." This comment field is free text and is intended for you to further describe your driver. Now submit. It's always a good idea to submit before you do a lot of data entry, as the rows for data entry do change depending on the driver type chosen. When using the browser interface, you submit by saving the form. To do that, find the small Save icon in the Applications toolbar. If you forget to save and just hit the Go button, you will get a warning message stating you have not saved. Make sure you click Save so you don't have to rekey any information. After the form is submitted and the driver type cell turns green, it means the field choices are correct for the form, and you can now do further data entry. Thank you for your time and attention. Goodbye.